Hello.
Hop in my car, swag, get on swag, nigga smack us, I got swag in the bag, bought this bitch a bag, I put his bitch in the bag, it can't fit in my pocket, man, put that shit in the bag, Michael Jackson bag, I move off Michael Jackson.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Today is going to be a whole hell of a lot different video. I usually talk about sneakers and shit like that, but it has been a while. I wanted to do this video a very long time ago, but today I'm going to give you my experience with Abercrombie. Now, if you don't know what Abercrombie is, it is a clothing store that got really popular around 2011 because it was like 6th grade. I was like 6th grade when they started getting popular. And the hype kind of died down around 2014, 2015. Shit, a lot to say. And then they were still around, but they wasn't getting like the sales, popular sales. All the sales they get back in 2011, they try to replicate that. I couldn't talk. They try to replicate it throughout the years, and they kind of fell short. The reason why I bring this up, because the store that I worked at recently closed about a month or so ago. So I was like, shit, why not bring this video? Why not bring this video to you guys? Like, everyone has their, I've seen videos about their experience with sneaker stores, whatever. I do have one. So if you do have one, want me to see that. If you do want me to see that. If you do want to see that, make sure you guys hit a like on this video or whatever the case is, and then I'll bring it to you, because I didn't work at a Foot Locker or a Champs or a Foot Action. I work at a I work at a Snipes or DTLR or Sneaker Villa or whatever you call it, wherever you're from. That's what it's called. That's where I worked at for a small amount of time, but that's not about that store. It's about Abercrombie. Now, I worked at Abercrombie for about 2 years. Let me take this damn jacket off, because I gotta get a little comfortable to tell you about this story. Better. Now, like I said, I worked at Abercrombie for about 2 years. I actually got hired by one of my friends. Before then, because this was 2018. In September of 2018, I was let go by UPS. So I was just sitting around putting job applications in, and one of my friends who was the manager at the time, he texted me, like, hey, you need a job? Well, I was like, yeah. He's like, well, we need people at this store. I was like, well, what store is it? Because he never told me. I just applied. Before, I was like, what store is it? Because, like, he wouldn't tell me. I was like, what store is it? He's like, oh, Abercrombie. I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up, I remember kids, back in the day, when they made Facebooks, they said they work at Abercrombie. I was like, all right, well, it's going to be cool. So I did my interview, and did my application, got my interview, and then when I get my interview, my first managers, because I had a multiple amount of managers. We're all going to get through that. Try to make this video a little short on the inside, but whatever. But it's a retail store. Just as much as I can put it up, retail store. Sometimes retail store has positives, and sometimes that shit has negatives. You never know what the fuck is going to happen. But yeah, so like I said, my friend, he got me in there. And he was my homie. So, working with him was like was just kicking it with him, We, help customers, talk about whatever. But at the same time, he's still a manager, We still have to, still teach me some stuff as stuff goes on, you know what I mean? But, I had a total of 3 managers, and they were all cool, very nice to me, very respectful to me. I never had any problems with none of them. They did tell me, they did, tell me some things that, they would help me, grow as an associate with the brand, with the company. And, I just, went with it, still work with it, you know what I mean? I had fun. I have fun working there, but like I said, I was there for a good 2 years. I wasn't planning to be there for 2 years at all. Like, I wasn't really planning to be there for 2 years because, you know, I was still looking, and the amount that it was paying wasn't really enough to do nothing, like nothing at all. So, you know, I was still looking, but, you know, I never got any luck. So, you know, but it was cool. You know, I learned how to do a bunch of things. I met some nice, wonderful people. Do I keep in contact with these people? Not really. But that's what we got Instagram for, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I follow some of these guys on Instagram, you know, I like sending pictures, I comment, you know what I mean? But that's here and there. But, you know, if you want to talk to me, you can always talk to me because I'm always easy to talk to. But, you know, I feel like this is where I became more so like I would say, my own like person being, I would say, because, you know, when I got this job, because this was like my Abercrombie was my third job, so, you know, I know how to work, how to do what I got to do, so I can make sure everything's cool by the end of the night, you know what I mean? And it was great, you know, during my time there, it was pretty cool. You know, I didn't really have too much heat or too much to say about, you know, okay, I had a lot to say, but it wasn't like anything bad or anything, or just like ideas, because, you know, most of the time when we try to make money, we're always losing money due to returns and stuff like that. So I came up with ideas. I was always shot down because, again, I'm an associate. I'm not a manager, whatever the case is. So, you know, but once my first manager left, another guy manager, my second manager, he came by. He's very nice, very respectful, and I heard some things. It was really weird. So, you know, I'm gonna let that be. I'm not gonna put that in the video. But, you know, and then my friend, he left, and I was like, okay, cool, fine, just leave me. But, you know, again, still had fun. We still had fun doing what we had to do, coming in at whatever time we were supposed to come in, be here for like 4 hours, and then get paid every 2 weeks. And then that's why I hated getting paid every 2 weeks. Yeah, it was, I would say, it was perks, because I worked in the mall, so it was perks. You know, I get discounts when it came to food. Like I think all the places except for Chick-fil-A, like as far as food related stuff, I got discounts for. Everything else I didn't get discounts for. Like, I can show them like my little associate card. I don't even know if I have that anymore, but if I have my associate card, you know, they'll give me like maybe 10 or 15% off, or it is what it is. But, you know, but that was like most best perks about it. But perks of working there and buying stuff from them was also great. I would get 50% off, so, you know, I'd rack up with a lot of t-shirts and a lot of clothing, probably some jeans and jackets and stuff like that. But, you know, I didn't have to pay half price. And, you know, but half the time during the day, there is nobody in the store. There's nobody in the store. So you just walk around doing absolutely nothing. But then they'll give you something to do, and you'll be like bored for like basically the whole entire day. Yeah, man. But like I said, I wasn't at a job where everybody hated each other. Okay. Yeah, that. And, you know, it was always great vibes, you know. Always great vibes, you know. Like I said, it's like my second manager. So when he left and went to another store, we had a third manager, and she was also cool too. At first, you know, me and her didn't see eye to eye, but she realized like I am freaking hilarious. So, you know, we keep in contact here and there about, you know, stuff that's going on within whatever, anything in general, you know. And it was, I think it was a cool experience because, you know, I was there, like I said, there for 2 years, and being there for 2 years was a shit that a lot that I learned. And, you know, through all my time learning, it was, you know, it was okay. But I'm going to go fast forward towards the end. Because like I said, I didn't have any problems with none of my managers towards the end. Fast forward to my final year being there. I was there about, like I said, my last day was, so I started of October 5th of 2018. I left October 5th, 2020. I left October 2020. Yeah, because this was when I started working for somewhere even better, and it paid more, and I made my own hours, and I could show up, and it was nice, you know. So it was around the quarantine time. Well, not quarantine. This was around, yeah, the COVID time, where things were gonna shut down. It wasn't working, and it was kind of hard to, look for a job because they wasn't hiring anybody. It wasn't hiring anybody new because everything going on, which was also really, really hard to me. So, when that happened, it was like up in the air of where I could possibly go, because I didn't really want to be there anymore, because I've been there and I want to leave. I just want to go. And I got no luck. So when it was time to go back, when they called me up, like, hey, are you coming back to work? I actually had no choice, because, I need to go back to work. I needed to go back. Main reason because, I was running low on cash, and I had nothing else to do. And all the other jobs that I applied for wasn't calling me back. And I always get the same message, like, okay, well, thank you for the application, but we're not accepting people at this moment. And I never got a call back afterwards, even the fact that everything started opening back up. So yeah, so I was there during the COVID stuff. I was there for because I think we opened back up in like mid-June. So I was there till September. Yeah, I was there for a couple months after. And then, because I tried to figure, I was like, literally, I was at work. While I was at work helping customers, I'm on my phone trying to figure out, like, where to go. Who can help me? Who's hiring? You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to be there no more. It's not like the vibe wasn't dead. It's just the fact that, I've been there for way too long, and it's also time to leave. People that I started with, they all left. I think one stayed, but I wasn't leaving. I had to leave. It's like I had to go. So, my assistant manager at the time, I told her that, listen, I got a job interview, and I can't come in. And she was very helpful to allow me to go to this interview without, like, hey, we need you here, whatever, because she wants us all to, like, grow up, not grow up, but, like, grow out of this, of Abercrombie, and leave, and never the fuck come back, and never come back. So when I had my interview, I got the job, told her immediately, and she's like, hey, when you gonna leave? And I kept pushing when I wanted to leave back. I kept pushing it back, but realizing that it was just nuts. So I think after telling her that I was going to leave, I think a month or so later, because I know it was still summertime, a month or so later, so my very first manager, who's right now doing very big things right now, and she was like, wait, I was like, she said, you still here? I was like, yeah, unfortunately, I'm still here. And she was like, I was like, I got a second job though. She said, well, how much they pay? I told her how much they pay. And then she was like, wait, why are you still here? And I was like, I don't know. She said, I was like, I don't know, just chilling here. She's like, wait, they pay how much again? I told her same price again. And then she was like, but again, you're still here. So at that, when she told me that, I was like, yes, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it was definitely time to get the fuck out of here, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? So, I had the conversation. I already had a second job, so I had to make a conversation. How should I leave? You know, should I just leave on my own terms, or should I just walk out and never the fuck come back? Or should I just put my 2 weeks in? No, be smart. I was smart. I put my 2 weeks in, which I'm, you know, grateful that I did. It was something I could, you know, I was able to do. And everybody was so, you know, it was like, oh my God, Larry, you're leaving. Now, here's the problem with that. When I left, I didn't do a goddamn thing. I did not do a damn thing. So when I got to work, in my last day, I didn't really want to do anything, which I didn't do. So, you know, that was cool. My last day, I never saw anyone ever again until I think a week later. My assistant manager announced that she was leaving and she was going on to do better and good and better things. So, you know, so I want to go see her, give her a hug. Plus, I had stuff to buy that I couldn't, you know, I had to come up there anyway. I had some stuff to buy, like a jean jacket and stuff like that. So, saw her. Once I saw her, I was like, oh my God, thank you so much, and whatever, and, you know, gave her a hug, and then I left. And, you know, we keep in contact here and there, but not as much. So, you know, I'm on doing something better, you know, making better money than I should. I don't have to work as hard to hit 40 hours on a low pay rate. I can hit 30 hours and be okay, or 20 hours and be okay. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine about what I do right now. And about a month or two ago, I got into a group chat that I had no idea about, and everybody was like, oh, we got some good news. Now, mind you, I don't save numbers. And it was like, hey, Abercrombie is closing down. And everyone was like, whoa. Because that store in that Pacific mall that I worked at was in there for quite some time. So, you know, it was nuts when they closed down, but it's no more in Philly. So, you know, it is what it is. But if you like this video, please give me a lovely thumbs up and a subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.